Good afternoon. Let's all take a deep breath. Breathe in the love in this room. Clearly there's a lot of love. My name is Bibi from Heiden, and 2 years ago I moved to the Netherlands. Some of you know that I grew up in this church. I was 2 or 3 years old when my family started coming. I just turned 21, so it's been a while. I participated in the RE, took most levels of the OWL classes. My mom taught them. I did coming of age, and Aunt Heiden was my mentor. I bridged here as well. I was a worship associate and served on the PSWD District Board. I went to Camp de Benneville Pines. I was a counselor there when I was a little older. I went to Boston for a program with Youth of Color. So what does a young person do when they move to a country where Unitarian Universalism doesn't really exist? I grew up my whole life in a Unitarian Universalist community. I miss NVUU very much. My friends, I keep in touch through Facebook and Skype, but there's a 9-hour difference, so that gets difficult. I decided to attend the only Unitarian Universalist church in the Netherlands. It was in Amsterdam, so it was quite the trip. It was a group of about 20 people. Pretty soon, I discovered they were trying hard, but it was nearly impossible to feel connected to people you only meet once a month. I went to the European gathering in Germany, where I met lots of young adults of all over. I'm sorry. My best memory, European memory, has been the meeting of the International Council of Unitarian Universalists, which happened 2 years ago in the Netherlands. There were hundreds of UUs from all over the world, and especially many young adults who have been especially invited and sponsored. I can continue to stay in touch with them from Asia, Africa, and all over Europe. However, living a UU life without the support of a UU community is challenging. I feel I am losing touch with my faith. This is not only because of the distance, but also because I've been hearing about so many injustice inside the U.S. and all over the world. We do not seem to be making much of a difference. Inside the U.S., our faith is clearly meant for the white and well-educated. I am neither white nor well-educated, at least not in the traditional sense. To figure out your own way in Unitarian Universalism is unique to Unitarian Universalism. You have to find your own path, but there's never an easy answer. Growing up and finding your own way, felt for quite some years that I wish I had more guidance. We are a faith without dogma. I realize this is freeing for those who have lived inside a faith where there are so many do's and don'ts. However, having to always figure it out on your own is definitely a mixed blessing. It's hard to know what is right and what is wrong at the age of 15. What to believe, what to do. I was always looking for a little more guidance. But the only person responsible for my choices can be me. I can never blame anything else. This is hard sometimes. On the other hand, I was taught by both my church and my family to think. With the way things are going in the US right now, and in Europe as well, I am grateful that I've learned to think and discern. But sometimes being a follower seems simpler. As most of you know, the Netherlands is a liberal country. We've always provided the stranger. We've always made room. Citizens are given a lot of responsibility for their own choices, while at the same time being taken care of as needed. The Netherlands has a lot of immigrants from all over the world. Many came for work and brought their families. Most new immigrants are refugees. There is a lot of discussion on how to handle this. It is a small country with the size of a quarter of with about a quarter of the size of the state of Arizona. A little over 17 million people. Housing is in extremely short supply. My mom has finally found an affordable place after searching for 2 years. My challenge is to figure out what's true and not, and to speak up, if I can, if there is clearly racism at work. The same goes for LGBTQ rights. Same-gender marriages have been legal for a long time, and all kinds of relationships have been accepted. Unfortunately, there seems to be a change happening. Some think there are other reasons, but it is worrisome. Here too, I need to speak up when I can. And speaking up when in a new place, when you are looking to make new friends, and hoping to be accepted, it's not always easy to do. So even though I feel like I have lost touch with my faith, I realize in reality, my faith is inside me. And it travels wherever I go. I can strive for living according to the 7 principles, even in a place where there has never been heard of 7 principles. In that sense, I am home wherever I am, since home is really inside of me. And really, the majority of Dutch are used without knowing it. Last month, my boyfriend and I moved in together, and I moved, and I hope to attempt to make our home a place of values and apparent to everyone who is visiting that they are welcome, no matter who they are or where they come from.